Rumble, YouTube family, what's good? What's happening? Sorry to make this drop on your lap in such short notice, but it's Ironwork 92,000 live and in full effect. Today's a strange day to be doing anything live with everybody, but I figured it was necessary. I figured it was, there's no better time than the present, right? So I had a couple of things on my mind that I feel need to be discussed within our circle, and largely around the community. And whew, it's I didn't. This is like when I do these things, they're typically unscripted, and here we go again, right? But for the most part, I'm just gonna say what's in my heart, and I'm gonna speak from a place of honesty, like I always do. This is no different. It's just a little bit odd because it's almost like a chastisement. Hopefully, it could be constructive to some degree, and then the all the other good stuff that should follow with it. This is a time for learning and everything else, but I'm not even going to use these big fucking words or nothing like that. I'm just going to keep it totally straight with y'all. So yeah, I got some crazy surprises up my sleeve for you guys that I think would benefit us. So there's that. No longer on the ball, man. What's good, man? What's good? What's good? I know you've been producing stuff as of late, and I haven't been able to make it because I've been busy. But welcome, man. Welcome, and it's good to see you. Ida Hill, what's happening? It's good to see you, and a lot of you guys I know that I'm seeing now. I haven't seen you guys as of late because you guys have been busy as well in the Antikythera team room and getting your elbows dirty or using your elbow grease and getting your hands dirty. That's what I mean. But you guys, shout out to the Antikythera team also. You guys are doing some good work. You guys are making things happen and you're changing the future, right? That's what this whole movement is all about. And that's another thing that I'm going to discuss here later on in today. I'm not going to spend too much time on here, guys, but I wanted to address a few things. But still, let me keep greeting you guys. Mr. Heron, Dylan Heron, how you doing, family? Good to see you. Good to see you. All right. Saddle Bum, it's good to see you too, man. It's always a pleasure. Unindoctrinated. What's happening, Ryan? How you doing, brother? It's good to see you, man. It's like like I always say, man. It's like an episode of The Simpsons. I know it's choppy. It is. I feel you. The internet where I'm at is not the best, but I'm not out here doing dance moves. But if you guys can hear me well, I think that's what's important. That you guys can hear me well. If you guys could hear me well, let me know, please. Okay. So if you guys could hear me well, please. Still all bad. God damn. This is the thing. If you guys could hear me well, just let me know. Audio is good? Okay. All right. I think can't hear you cutting out every audio is good. All right, Ryan, they're saying that I sound good. I may not look the best. Sandro, what's going on, homie? It's good to see you, man. I may not look the best, but as long as I sound clear and my words are concise, okay. All right, the audio's good. Okay, so here we go. All right, not to beat a dead horse or anything else like that, but as you guys know, the last few months, not even few days or weeks, but the last few months, a lot of discussion has been talked about with the Jeranism community and everything else. And as of late, guys like Zic Warrior, I think it's Zic Warrior, or Zic Astronomer, I think his name is, right? Z, they call him for short. If you guys ain't familiar with him, he seems to be a solid dude, right? Z seems to be pretty solid. And so Z has been calling out Jeran as of late. I'm not trying to be caught up in the middle of all my children's drama or soap opera or nothing like that. This ain't Ryan's Hope. No pun intended there, indoctrinated. But this ain't Ryan's Hope or nothing like that. But as of late, Z has been calling out Jeran for, I'm not even going to say miscues, but for all of his not so shining moments. Let's just say that, right? Here's the thing, family. I want to provide words of encouragement, especially if you're in the Jeran camp. That's fine. If you're part of Jeran's camp and you're in my camp, that's cool. I'm not going to tell you what to do or how to move forward from him, or if you want to move forward from him at any point. You know what I'm saying? That's all up to you. But I just want to address a few things. First of all, I was a Glober. We were all Globers. We all believe that the earth was doing a bunch of things that it ain't. We're now in the camp of the flat earth, the true earth that I like to call it, right? And I feel you undoctrinated. Seems like some of us have already unsubbed from Jeran's channel, which is fine. It's totally fine. If that's what you want to do, that's what you want to do. I'm not here to force your hand either way. But Z seems to have drawn a clear dash in the sand. You understand? And so we're either with the bullshit or we're against the bullshit. Me, I'm against the bullshit. But here's my point that I'm getting at, right? We are here for a reason. We're not here to be loyal to any one person. You understand? So if you feel I'm fucking up somewhere and you have a good reason to unsub from me, please, by all means, don't feel that you have to be loyal just because you're nice to me. If you don't believe in the things that I'm doing, if you don't feel that I'm proceeding with care for the community, because to me, at the end of the day, it's the community that counts. If you feel I'm bringing discredit to the community, if you ever feel that I'm a hazard to the community or I'm a hazard to you in any way, call me out on it. Number one, call me out for my bullshit, challenge me, put me on trial, and then make sure you see me out of the community. It's that simple. It's that simple. One thing I don't want to do is make you guys feel as if you need to be loyal to me just because you think I'm cool or you think whatever. For whatever reason you guys subbed or you guys like me, I appreciate it. That's first and foremost. I appreciate you guys subbing and enjoying my content. Thank you, first of all, to my viewers. You guys are family to me. But if I start lying to you, if I start leading, if you feel I'm lying to you, if you feel I'm leading you astray, if you feel that there is something wrong with my delivery in which you feel that I'm going to compromise everything that is true earth, flat earth, make sure you pass this on to other people. You provide me the evidence so I can properly defend myself. And then you see your way out. You see your way out of my channel. Okay? Because right now, I'm looking at how Jeranism, his channel, is proceeding. Let me pause for a second. Let me shout out and say what's up to the people coming in. The True Few, what's going on, family? It's good to see you, man. Barbara, it's been a while. It's been forever. It's good to see you, sis. It's mad good to see you. Rethink Inc. What's going on, family? Swala FE. That's a good name. The earth is not a globe. I'm sorry. No. But while you're in here, Swallow FE, play nice, okay? So we don't have to kick you out. Be nice. Dylan Heron, I think Sean Alki, Alki Seltzer. Okay. Sean Alki, it's good to see you as well. All right. So, like I was saying, we have those lumpy gas in a vacuum. Man, due to the connections now. Okay, is concerning the true earth due to the connections. Well, lumpy gas in a vacuum, if you can expound on that, I would love to hear it. Yes, in REM, How are you doing? It's good to see you. So I'm going to continue. I'm going to continue with what I was saying. You got those guys out there um, that feel that some of us feel as if we have to be loyal to one person or a few people. Now, I could tell you, I learned a lot from when Jeran was with, I think he was with Globebusters in them. He was with Bob Nodell, the late great Bob Nodell, God rest his soul. That dude was a stand-up dude, right? And being a pilot to break away and become a true earther is it's probably a hard thing. But in my reality, if you're telling the truth, it's hard. But once you understand the honor that comes with just being truthful and standing up for what's right and what's true, I mean, it's easy. It's easy because there's no fault in that. There's no fault in being honest. There's no fault in being honorable, right? Especially when you're coming into a place to where you're standing on business but providing a service to the people, that especially if it's free. Because damn near everybody in this motherfucker is broke, but we're not broke of spirit, right? We may not have the most in our pocket, but there are people out there that will provide good service, good education, and for free. And because many of us in the True Earth community do that, I applaud you. And I feel that this is something that God has always wanted for us as human beings, is to help one another in any way possible. And that's probably one of the best ways, is to educate, right? There's a scripture in Hosea 4:6, my people die for a lack of knowledge. I truly feel that when we have good people coming out to inspire us with good education and good knowledge, they're bringing life back to us into a time where we may have felt despair, and into a time where possibly we may have felt dead. When there are good people out there that provide us the truth of where it is we live, originally a fundamental lie, which has now starting to become the fundamental truth. It's bringing life back into a group of people, and it's making us become close. It's bringing us close. And so, like I said, I'm happy to see you guys. Alan Nostrum, what's good, brother? Riku, what's good, man? Riku, it's good to see you, brother. Alan Nostrum, it's also good to see you as well. I hope I didn't miss. In REM, what's happening? Oh, I said hi to you already. Oh, Swallow, listen. Just sit back and listen, Swallow, okay? Just be nice and listen. So, watching Z's video yesterday, I'm going to continue. DJ New Moon, what's happening? Dr. Bass, all right? Nate X, what's happening, fam? So watching Z's video yesterday, again, he kind of poured on the juice to Jeran's bullshit. And I didn't see it I didn't know how bad it was until I saw his breakdown. And it was extensive. So he actually speaks on how he had to go through a lot of what Jeran had been saying over the last few months, broke it down in like 3 hours. And and then he proceeded to like show how Jeran is lying to his followers, but then in a large part lying to the community. Because Jeran, believe it or not, whether you want to believe it, whether you want to go with it, Jeran is a big part of the True Earth, Flat Earth community. He is, right? And so I'm making this video because I want to bring to your attention if I ever get out of line like that, unsub, report me, let me defend myself, bring up what you feel the charge is, let me defend myself, all that, report me to the community, and then make sure you see me out, right? Make sure you see me out. I always mention I'm not perfect. So there are things, that y'all might not agree with. I was in the military. I did my time honorably. There are things that I never partook in the military. Y'all know what the hell I'm talking about. There are a lot of things that I didn't partake in. I didn't feel were honorable as a human being, period. Not even as a sailor, as a human being, I just never partook in. There are other things that I am guilty of. Not gonna lie, man. I'm not a perfect human being. I'm not always the best person around. However, one thing about me is I'm loyal to people. I am loyal to people, almost to a fault, especially when it involves our lives. You understand? And so the man next to me, the woman next to me, I become loyal to you. However, if that loyalty means, that I have to protect you, and then it compromises the rest of the community, it compromises the rest of the team, it compromises the whole, then you lose me. That's where you lose me. This is something that I had to learn as a child. I also had to learn as an adult that if you're doing something wrong and it runs the risk of compromising everybody else, I have to leave. I have to cut you loose at that point. I'm saying all that to say that we have some very good true earthers with good followings, very good flat earthers with good followings, right? But they're good people that follow Jeran, that still hang out in the Jeran camp, that feel as if that they have to be loyal to him because they feel that he may have brought something to them to bring them into the community, to make their channel stronger. To that, I say, I understand. Listen, I'm not gonna cuss you out. I'm not gonna say that you're this or you're that. I get it. You're human. We're human. We understand. At least I know I understand, right? I've been there, and so I kind of feel for you if you're one of those people that feel you have to be loyal to that. And now, I'm not speaking on Jeran's behalf, but at the same time, he is a human being. He is a man. He's a father, and he's a husband. Now, despite what he's done to compromise his husbandship, that's none of my business, right? I'm not saying that it's good that he did these things, if he did these things. Some people are calling him out on it. I get it. I'm not even going to mention all that, right? Because one of the things that fault us as men is the second head that we have. Men fall sometimes. I get that. I'm not going to get on him for that. I'm not. However, Jeran has come a long way. He has grown a very formidable and impressive channel. He seems to be an exceptional true earther in that he speaks well for what I thought at one time was him speaking well for the community. I sincerely felt he was speaking well for the community. He spoke well for himself and defended himself during debates. He spoke well for the community during debates. And I feel he had a good standing in the true earth community. Now that we're here and we're like 2 months away from the foolish experiment, let's say that, the foolish observation, right? I feel he's truly compromised himself. He runs the risk of compromising the community. To that, I say, anybody that is still in the camp for Jeran, that's what you want to do. That's what you want to do. At the end of the day, you need to cross-examine a lot of what he says, a lot of what he has said in the past, and what he will do in the future with everything that you know to be true. Cross-examine those things, come to a decision, right? I'm not going to call you a fool for saying that you being in there is stupid, but understand what he's bringing into your life. Understand what people like, Bro Sanchez has brought into your life. Z, Nachika, Natachika, I think it is, Natachika, cool dude, Riku Soran, right? All these guys, what we're starting to bring into the community, right? A lot of these guys got big channels, right? Riku's got a pretty big channel. Freaking all you guys, no longer on the ball. You guys are starting to do big things. You guys are becoming a serious staple and moving the community in the right direction. Jeran has been around for a while. It doesn't mean that just because he's got a big channel, he's got a pretty strong following, it doesn't mean you have to listen to what he says. It doesn't mean that you have to follow a lot of what he says. You understand what I'm saying? Don't feel as if you need to continue to listen, to continue to watch, because you don't. You understand what I'm saying? So be ready to move. Be ready for anything. Like I've said before, man, life is like a plate of dinner, and you got to have room in your stomach for dessert. What I mean by that, always have room for disappointment. Some people will let you down. No matter how great and how high and how tall they are, they always come a time for them to let you down. Always allow for the time for somebody to let you down. Anybody, expect it at some point. May not be the biggest letdown, right? Somebody might come around, you might think they're the cleanest motherfucker around, and then they could fart right in front of your face, and you like, damn, this whole time, man, you smelled like roses and you smelled like gingerbread cookies. Now you just smell like straight booty hole, badussi, and ass. You know what I'm saying? So that's a form of disappointment. Not a bad thing, but they laid an egg on you. You know what I'm saying? So always expect for somebody to drop the ball. But how resilient somebody is a testament to who they are as a person. It's a testament to their character. You understand? Is this the end for Jeran? I don't know. I don't know. I do know that it's going to be a battle. It's going to be a climb for him to regain some form of trust between the community, himself, us. Um, it just is. It just is. Because I'll be honest with you, for myself, for me, I have lost the appetite to watch his channel. Anytime I see his thing come up, like I don't even want to see it. I don't give a damn if I don't care if Sylvester Stallone was on with Arnold Schwarzenegger and the Expendables was on his show. I wouldn't watch it. I wouldn't watch it. And this is why now I'm kind of shifting gears a little bit. This is why, Jeran, I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you, bro. I've made comments in the past on your show. You've totally ignored it. One of the last times, the biggest thing that I've done on your show was to tell you to talk with Level Earth Observer. Talk with him. Talk with Flat Earth Banjo. Talk with Eddie Allen Carr. Talk with him. Talk with these people that you disagree with. Talk with them. But even Run Bear Boston, Run Boston Bear went ahead, paid money, and said, "Hey, listen, why don't you talk to Eric Dubé? Why don't you talk to Eddie? Why don't you talk to Leo?" Leo was in your channel one day, and he was like, "Dear, oh dear, there goes Jeran once again with his pantomime. Dear, oh dear, look." You know what I'm saying? That's my Level Earth Observer mimicry. But Level Earth Observer was on your show one day, and you refused to give him audience. You refused to hear him out, and then you guys could have spoken about whatever it was that you disagreed with, and we could have come to a common ground. You refused that. And so now that right there, like you lost me. You lost me. And I'm doing my best to not talk bad about you. I don't want to disrespect your name or anything like that. But I feel that a lot of what you're doing is you've brought a lot of discredit to the community. And so you've got some of the biggest names in the True Earth community that are on your side, i.e. Austin Whitsitt, i.e. What's his name? Freaking Dave Weiss. And everybody knows Dave Weiss. Dave Weiss does like 15, 25 interviews a fucking day. You know what I'm saying? So everybody knows David Weiss. Everybody knows him as Flat Earth Dave. So Dave is like one of the biggest staples in the community. He's got the app popping. It's fire, right? Everybody. And then you've got the anti-heroes to some degree, like Jake the Asshole. A lot of people can't stomach Jake the Asshole. I like him. You know what I'm saying? And he's funny as shit. And he brings a lot to the table still. Whether some of what he says, I don't necessarily agree with. Like, I love his channel. I find it entertaining and I support it. You know what I'm saying? But you have brought this credit, and a lot of these people have been calling you out as if you were bad from the beginning. I don't see you as bad from the beginning. I see you as flawed. Like, it doesn't matter how bad your flaw is, you are flawed, right? Whatever your reason is as to what, now it's a lot. We can all speculate that you're doing it for money, that you're doing it for clout and fame. You're doing it for this, for whatever reason that you're doing it, you're doing something and it doesn't look good. I'd say one of the most telling moments was when I was watching Z's video where he went over you discussing with Bro Sanchez how the world was not flat if the earth is doing, or if the sun is doing something. And Bro Sanchez, I think when you had that interview with Bro Sanchez, that was like your last chance. That interview with Bro Sanchez showed a lot, and it opened a lot of our eyes. It definitely opened wide my eye, forced open my eyes. And I wasn't in denial, but I wanted to give you all of the benefits of the doubt that, you know what, maybe Jeran is being led astray. I don't feel you're being led astray. I feel this is something that you're doing deliberately, and this is some monetary value that you stand to gain from all of this. Which to that I say, if there's still time and you could get out of this thing, reconsider. Just for the sake, not even for our sake, because we've made up our mind for the most part, and it's going to be up to us, me, many of the people in the True Earth community, to forgive you, to let you back in. I almost feel as if you've got a very, very steep hill to climb for that to happen. But for the sake of your name, for the sake of your family's name, reconsider. Just think. That money, not all money is good money. You hear me? Not all money is good money. Listen to me, okay? Listen. You've got people out here that are grown folks. You've got old men out here that can help you, that can talk with you, that can counsel with you, and that can give you advice. They've seen things, they've done things, they've been places that you've never been, things that you've never done, that they can help steer you in the right direction, not just for the sake of your own name, but also for the sake of your family. Because think of your kids, man. Like, think of what it is you're doing. Think of what it is you're doing, man. And think of your children. Your children are going to have to live with your actions today. Whatever it is you do today, it's not just going to follow you because you're going to be in the dirt, my man. Your kids are going to have to carry that burden. So whatever burden you think you're carrying now, imagine what your kids have to contend with here in the future. And our job, right? Your job as a true earther is not to entertain. It is to bring knowledge of the true earth to the world. You are on YouTube, you're probably on TikTok and all these other fucking shit. I don't know, right? But that is your job. That is your job. And yes, it is a duty. You have a duty. Believe it or not, you may not want to hear that. You're your own man. Yeah, whatever. You commit to the true earth. That is now what you're doing. You may enjoy it, yes, because I enjoy it, but I have a duty to not only those that subscribe to me, but for those that don't subscribe to me, for those that just shadow watch. And if you shadow watch, it's cool. I'd like for you to sub. But if you shadow watch, that's okay, right? Just as long as I'm bringing honesty to you, I'm bringing the truth to you, I'm being sincere with you, I'm not hiding my hand with you. I have nothing to gain from you. All I have is something to give to you. And you guys have something to give to me, because it's not just a give situation. There's so many of you guys in there. Awakened Nemesis, for example. Good God, this dude is consistently bringing me information, right? Consistently bringing me information. And for that, like, I am eternally grateful. You guys always come, you always show out, but it's not as if you sit there to just chatter. No, it's a dialogue between us. I say my piece, you say your piece, and we discuss it, right? So we have a relationship. But at the same time, I have my duty, I have my orders, and my orders are to bring you the truth. Jeran, where you fell off, I don't know. I don't know where you fell off at, but it must have been a terrible fall for you to I feel you have double crossed the community. You've totally double crossed the community, and now you just like, think about what it is you've done, man. Just think. I'm not here to bash you, but the community does feel double crossed. You have those that are watching you right now that are loyal to you, and so you guys, I say, like, cross-examine what he said with what's going on. Just cross-examine it. Watch that video from Z, that discussion that he had with Natacheka. I keep fucking it up, but y'all know who I'm talking about. Z and N, right? Go over that video and look at it. Discuss it amongst your peers. Break it down. If some of you guys have a show, go over that video and break it down. Z is not there to bullshit. He's not there to deliver false information, to deliver false news. This is why we're here. We've gotten enough bullshit from everybody. We've gotten enough false news from different sources that at one point we totally relied on these guys for information. Now we can't stand to even hear their voices, right? We would turn to a Jeranism. We would turn to a David Weiss. We would turn to an Austin Whitsitt. Anytime your shit would come up, we would run to fucking play, okay, these guys are live. What do they have to say, right? Austin, like, you fell, dude. You fell off. Like, I don't know what the fuck is going on, but you really fell off, bro. And bad. You fell off bad, my man. Now, like, even Z's talking about it. You brought good dudes in there. One of the guys I love, man, David Kane, man. I love David Kane. His Sovereign Soul. You brought Sovereign Soul in there, and like we love Sav. We love Sav. And Sav he's an elder. He brings awesome information. I got a couple of the books that he recommended, and now I'm cutting through those things. And we all love Sav. But now you've made it, Jeran, to where anybody associated with you, their name becomes mud. We don't want that for those that we love. And I'm not saying that we hate you, Jeran, but we love Savs. We love the Savs, right? We love the Sovereign Souls. We love the Austin Whitsits. We love the David Weisses. Some of us may have different opinions of everybody else. Hell, some of y'all may have a different opinion of me. I get it. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody perfect. Not everybody's going to like me. Not everybody likes this big, giant, nostril ass having nose of mine right here. Right? Not everybody's going to like that. But it is what it is, man. But it's still, we all have our different flavor. We all have our signature moments. That's what makes us special and unique within the community. We all have something positive to bring to the community, right? Whether you're Austin, whether you're Ghost of Judah Tribe, that's my man right there. He put me on to this whole thing. Whether you're the Ghost, whether you're David Weiss, right? No longer on the ball. Yeah, right? Alan Nostrin, all you guys, Roger Ledwell, all these guys, PJ Cruikshank. I could go on and on with guys that have amazing channels, right? We're all in the same camp, but we're coming from a place of sincerity, and we understand the gravitas behind everything that it is that we say has power in it. It has power in it. And so do we want to bring good power, or do we want to bring bad power to the community? So we want to bring good power. So we want to do our research, but at the same time, even if our research is a little bit faulty, we want to show that we're coming from a place of sincerity, a place of truth. Even if there are people in here like I Am Wilson is in here. He doesn't believe a damn thing that we say, but still, he's a guest. We want to treat him with respect. He listens. He comes onto our show. And it is what it is, right? A couple of people in here. Professor Phil doesn't agree with anything that we say. He's a professor. Oh, big. Oh, the professor and Marianne here on bullshit. It's like, let me stop. Professor Phil, I'm giving you hell, brother. But even though these guys may not agree with us, we show them love. We give them respect. They try to show us the same bullshit we were taught from day one, but we just knock them down with the truth, right? So we welcome all folks. We accept all hands in here, and we do the best with the information that we have. But like I said, it's coming from a place of truth. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened with you, but whatever happened, you had your chance when you interviewed with Bro Sanchez. And I knew it was a wrap when Bro Sanchez put his hands to his mouth and said, "Oh my God, you sound like a Glober." I've never seen Bro Sanchez ever like, that's a loss of composure. Believe it or not, that is a loss of composure. And what I mean is that for other folks that may do this, that may act surprised all the time, that might not seem like a loss of composure for them because that's who they are. But for Bro Sanchez, he is going out of character. That is him losing composure with you because it was so obvious how much of a Benedict Arnold that you became in his eyes at that point. It was so obvious that he had to dog walk you. He had to show you where you were faulted, how many times you were faulted, over and over again, in which he let you talk and he let you explain your piece. And every once in a while, Z would pause the show and he would laugh, which would make me laugh, even though I felt like crying. And then finally, Bro Sanchez just called a fucking strike the way he sees a strike. And he says, well, that's this is that, and Jeran, you're a shill. That's it. There was no, maybe you've got it all wrong, Jeran, I don't know. Because he was being matter of fact about it. He was being totally matter of fact about it. And then that right there spelt your doom. It spelt your doom. And I feel that at that point, you should just change your channel to like the Globe channel or something to that effect. You've lost all credibility right now, as it seems. You've lost all credibility right now with the True Earth community. You've lost all credibility, at least with my viewers. All 33 of them right now. Right? But you've lost that credibility, my brother. I'm sorry. And think about how big Bro Sanchez's shit is. And all the people that are watching you real time at that time and just sees you and they could smell the stench from your bullshit from miles and miles away, continents away. And they could see right through your bullshit. I'm sorry to say it, bro. Like I feel that we have good people. We have David Weiss, we have Austin Whitsitt, and I'm mentioning those two because they seem to be some of the more closer folks with you in your camp. You also have the channels like I mentioned earlier, Sav and them, right? That seem to Sean Hibbler. Sean Hibbler's another one. These guys seem to be on your channel and they rock with you, right? Which is fine. But guys, you guys that I mentioned, not to include Jeran, you guys that I just mentioned, you need to tread carefully, okay? If you understand that somebody that's going to be a turncoat in the community, if you understand them to be that, you may want to question your relationship with that person. Because if they're going to do that to this many viewers, what do you think they're going to wind up doing to you? If Jeran, you are going to introduce your over 160 subscribers, I don't know what it is right now, 160,000 subscribers into the lake of fire, you're going to bring these guys down to a lie. Do you, for all you guys that are in the camp with Jeran individually, like real close with him, what do you think he's going to do to you? If he has no problem introducing lies to to the tune of over 100,000 people, you think he's going to tell you the truth? I'm not calling you a bad person, Jeran. I'm not saying that you're an evil person, but you're introducing lies into a community that all we want is the truth. All we want is the truth. All we want to do is deliver the truth. We're done with lies. We're done with it. We're done with it, dude. I'm sorry. We're done with it. And so if you become a part of a system, if you want to integrate into a system that delivers nothing but lies, that delivers nothing but liars, you could do that. But don't bring good people with you. Leave them behind. Let them lick their wounds after the battle, and then let them figure it out for themselves. Do not introduce them into your bullshit. Don't do it. Don't do it. Because this is a burden that your kids are going to have to carry. It doesn't matter what the fucking final experiment does. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. This bitch ain't moving and it ain't curving. I've said it once. I'll continue to say it till I'm gray in the face. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what the suns do. It don't matter what the stars do, the moon, all that shit. It don't matter. It don't. They could turn orange, green, pink, and purple. All the colors in a box of Lucky Charms. It don't matter. This motherfucker is flat until you could prove otherwise. So why would you turn around and start spewing lies to everybody? Why would you do that? Why would you do that unless there's a pot of gold at the end of your rainbow? That's what I'd like to know. And I'm sure that's what everybody else would like to know. But maybe everybody else don't want to know and they just tired of your bullshit, bro. Maybe they're just done. Maybe everybody just will walk away from you. I don't know if you've seen a drop in numbers. I don't know if you've seen an increase in numbers of your viewership. But I'm one of those people. I haven't even unsubbed you. I have not unsubbed you. I just stopped watching you. I just stopped watching you. Every time your shit comes up, I get a bad taste in my mouth. Get a bad taste in my mouth. You've burnt a lot of good bridges. I was for real doing my best for you to patch up relations with Flat Earth Banjo, for you to patch up relations with Level Earth Observer. And it's not just because I like these guys' content. I think these are solid dudes. These are solid men that all they want to do is bring us the truth. Even if listen, you talk bad about Flat Earth Banjo's book. Do you know how hard it is to make a fucking book? No matter how faulty or fucked up you think it is, do you know how hard it is to make a book? I haven't read it. Flat Earth Banjo, Eddie Allen Carr, hopefully you can send me a free copy. I'd really appreciate that, brother. But no, I haven't read it. You know what I'm saying? I haven't read it. And I totally support you. I'll support you. I'll throw some money in there. I'll throw some love in there for you. I just want a free copy, man. See if you acknowledge a brother, you know? But because you may have found some fault in his book, then discuss that with him. Talk, and I think you did. Okay, to your credit, you did. But then you bash his name. You bash the dude. The dude isn't out there to talk shit about you. Now he does. Now he does, because you're totally, your gimmick is like bare to the rest of the world. Like everybody is onto your shit, right? So now he's like smashing the gas on your ass every chance that he has. Every chance Eddie Allen Carr has to talk shit about Jeran, he's doing it. And it's not like he doesn't have a reason. He's got all the reasons in the world to talk bad about you. And so Level Earth Observer, he every once in a while, he'll talk about the final experiment. He doesn't really talk shit about people. But if you talk shit about him, yeah, he's going to have to defend himself. Like he's got to. He's a grown fucking man. You know what I'm saying? And then what drives me crazy is how you're lying to the people by saying, oh, and then you make fun of when he says observable reality, demonstrable reality. This is what's important. This is what I think humankind needs is demonstrable reality, what you can prove versus what you cannot prove, what you can demonstrate time and time again. This is where Leo excels every fucking time. And this is why he's got such a huge following, because the truth is easy. The truth is easy. It's the lies that are difficult. It's the lies that make fucking life hard, right? And totally an inconvenience, because the truth may seem like it can inconvenience you. Like after I got let go of one of my jobs because I told the truth, did I feel bad about it? No, not at all. I didn't feel bad at all. I told the truth for what it was. So I felt like, well, you know, I told the truth. They let me go for that. Oh, well, I don't feel so bad. No, if I'd have done some crazy shit, like done some nasty stuff, then I'd be like, I feel bad. But then I'm like, I'm not sorry for it. They wanted me to apologize. I was like, I'm not apologizing for that. It's true. Where am I wrong? Like, show me where I'm wrong. And then like, I'll show you where you're wrong every time. I'll just keep showing you that video. It happens. So I take solace in knowing that I'm telling the truth. Where are you going to take your solace at? Where do you feel comfort? That, which, you know what? Whether I like it or not, that's none of my business. But that's something you're going to have to live with. And if you follow through with this experiment or observation in December, this is something that your kids are going to have to live with. And I hope you're prepared for that. And this is something, you're young. You see, the thing that drives me crazy is a lot of us that are our age, we forget we're only in our 40s. Now, I'm not saying that we're guaranteed a long life. I'm not saying that at all. But if we play our cards right, if we eat right, and we don't fuck our bodies up, and we're at the right place at the right time, right? There's a good chance that we'll live a long life. Do you want to live a good long life, or do you want to live a bad long life? And what I mean by a bad long life is continuing to tell lies on top of lies on top of lies, just so you could fucking survive, just so you could survive to the next lie because of the previous lie and the other previous lies before that. Which life do you want for yourself? I could tell you, I prefer the life where if my life is tough because I'm telling the truth, that's the life I'd prefer. Because at the end of the day, I could hold my head up high because I'm like, it's true. What can you do? How can you fault me? Show me where I'm wrong. Unfortunately, Jeran, right now, you can't do that. Right now, you're paying a price. I think you feel that the monetary gain at the end of all of this is worth, you think that juice is worth the squeeze, brother. I'm here to tell you it's not worth it. I don't know what you think the outcome is going, whatever the outcome is. It doesn't matter if we have 10 suns hanging up there for 50 million hours. It doesn't matter. You understand? It doesn't fucking matter what that outcome is. It's not, that juice is not worth the squeeze, because we're not stupid enough to think that, oh, well, it's hanging out there for 24 hours, then it must be curved, because it's not going to curve. Is it going to make this motherfucker curve if it does hang out there for 24 hours? The answer is a resounding no. It's no. Is it going to make this motherfucker start to move and do everything? The answer is no. Are those pilots that fly in the sky, that fly level, are they going to start, as soon as you find out that this bitch is fucking, whatchamacallit, they're going to start, oh, there goes that curve, y'all. Oh, look at us. We're curving with the earth now. No, none of that shit is going to happen, bro. So now you're going to have to fucking explain the bullshit that you profess to everybody. You're going to have to explain yourself after December 21st, after you get back from that trip, if you go to that trip, if it even happens. You're now going to have to explain your reasoning. I hope you have a good reason. I hope it's not some bullshit, because listen, this community is sick with bullshit detection. Okay? They are sick with it. All right? If you bullshitting, they will spot you from a mile away. Easy. This is why nobody likes flat earthers, because we don't take bullshit from people. We just don't. We so tired of the bullshit. Even when our own people start to bullshit, we call them out. This is why we're hated so much. Flat earthers. This is why globe earthers hate us so much. If you don't know, because as soon as they start saying some bullshit, we call them out on it, and we send them packing, and we ignore them, and we keep it moving. That's why nobody fucking likes us. That's why we're the fucking wet blanket at a party, because we're just tired of the bullshit. We don't do small talk anymore. We just don't. And Jeran, you're slowly integrating yourself into that camp once again. And for what? For what kind of money? Because let me tell you something, Jeran, you've got a big following. Whether you bullshit people or not, you've got a big following. And people are going to remember you after this. And you will be harassed until the end of your days because of this. Because let me tell you something. The flat earth isn't stopping. It's not slowing down. It's gaining speed. It's getting bigger. The young people that had no hope, once they see this thing, they're getting hope. People are getting hope again. Despite how fucked up this world is, despite how much we cavort with our enemies, people are getting hope again. And you think you're going to bring your bullshit into the community and it's going to make us feel hopeless? You've lost yourself. And potentially you've lost your viewers. The bulk of your viewers are going to see through your bullshit, and they're going to hate you for it. They're going to hate you for it. Like, how does that make you feel that your viewers are going to, they're going to be like, I wouldn't piss on him if he was on fire? Because just hearing the way Z was talking to you, I could tell that you guys had a rapport, you guys had a friendship, you guys had some good working relationship. He hates you now. He hates you now. And that's, if somebody doesn't like you, that's one thing. But if somebody that does their best to be a good person, that's working for the betterment of humanity, that's working for the good of people, that's a good person, that appears to, I don't know Z from anybody. I don't. So I'm not saying I know him so he's a good person. He appears like he's a good person. So for a person like that, one time to like you, now they hate you. What are you doing? How many more Z's are you going to make after this whole debacle, after this final experiment? Imagine how many Z's you're going to have on your ass. That anytime you're Jeran Campanella, anytime that name comes up, they're gonna spit, because they detest the sound of that name. How does that make you feel? How do you think that makes your family feel? How do you think that makes your kids feel? Do you think that money is worth all of that? Do you think the money is worth all of that to be a turncoat on your own community? If you're going to be loyal to anything, be loyal. You could be loyal to something. You could be loyal to us. You could be loyal to your people. And what I mean by that is work in a fashion of honor. Work honorably, right? Be truthful. Be open, man. Be open, man, and be real. If you don't know some shit, you don't know. Don't make shit up. Okay, you don't know some shit, you don't know, man. It's like, I don't fucking know. Shit. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? If you don't know, you don't know. If you ain't good at it, you ain't good at it. If you can't do it, you can't do it. It's that simple. A bunch of shit I don't know, a bunch of shit I can't do, a bunch of shit I'm not that fucking good at. It is what it is. But that's truly me. And I have no fault. I have no problem highlighting my faults. I have zero problem doing that. I have no problem not shaming myself, but talking shit about myself, right? Making fun of myself. Lord knows y'all motherfuckers do. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, being able to do that and fuck with me and make fun of myself, like I'm laying myself bare, making myself a little bit vulnerable to you guys to show like I have nothing to hide from y'all, except for, obviously a lot of what I've done in the past. Like I can't discuss that. Not at liberty to. It is what it is. I'm sure a lot of you guys over there understand, right? But aside from that, because I have a job to do, I'm totally open. I'm totally free to discuss whatever with you. It's that simple, man. And I do my best to keep it simple with the family, and keep it open with the family to where there are no secrets. There's no bullshit. There's no agenda. And all just like you guys, all we want is the truth. We're not harming anybody. We're not calling for anybody's head on a spike. Your mind hurts, Shifty Eyes Shady? I'm sorry. I don't know what to do for you there. But it's good to see you, Shifty Eyes Shady. There we go. It's good to see you still. It's good to see you. And so David Weiss, Austin Whitsitt, Sean Hibbler, all of y'all that cavort with Jeran, not saying that you need to cast them aside, not saying y'all can't be friends, but for the sake of your peace of mind, for the sake of your own reputation, just watch who it is you kicking it with, man. Just watch who it is you kicking it with, man. Not saying Jeran's a bad person. Z seems to think so. Z seems to absolutely detest him. And now he's brought Natachika into it. And I apologize if I'm fucking up your name, man. Hopefully you come onto the channel, kick it with us, talk shit with us, discuss a couple of theories and everything and truths. And you can correct me on it. That would be nice. But all them dudes seem to like have reason to not like you. And these guys are coming from up. And here's the thing is they're consistent. The Nachika's consistent. Z's consistent. Eric Dubé, that's debatable, but I think he's consistent, right? Even if some of them theorize a little bit, Bro Sanchez, consistent. Level Earth Observer, Leo, consistent. Aloha from Florida, Keith, consistent. Flat Earth Banjo, consistent. Vika Drazif, consistent. Right? All these guys I kept mentioning, all these names that I'm saying, the one thing that remains, the one common theme with them, consistent. They are telling the truth over and over and over again. Like there's no inconsistency with them coming and speaking from a place of sincerity. It's coming from the heart. Angela Baby Carson, what's happening, sis? It's good to see you. It's good to see you. It's always a pleasure. And Dojo, what's happening, brother? It's good to see you too, man. Yeah, and like I said, this is why in the beginning I said the big thing. It looks like they're trying to divide the community, and Jeran, you had the biggest part to play in that. Do you think the money's worth it? Now it's like I was right. You're dividing the community. Is the money worth it? You think the juice is worth that squeeze? You think that money's worth it? You think that money's worth it? All right. Okay. Well, That's what he thinks about. If you think that that money's worth it, then you don't give a fuck about your viewers. You don't give a fuck about those doing the mystery science theater with you, Mr. whatever it is, 420 science. I don't know what it is. Mystery Science Theater 420 or something like that with you. You don't give a fuck about the Sobs. You don't give a fuck about David Weiss. You don't give a fuck about Austin Whitsitt, Sean. You don't give a fuck about these guys that are still loyal to you. You don't give a fuck about them. So you're gonna go around. You're gonna continue lying to everybody, and that's it. Like fuck them, fuck everybody else. Just as long as you make that money, just as long as that money makes it to your account, and you could do whatever the fuck you want. Let me tell you something. You were born Jeran Campanella. You will die Jeran Campanella. That name is going to follow you. I don't care if you get a sex change. I don't care if you get a fucking goddamn species change. If you turn yourself into an alligator, motherfucker, you still gonna be Jeran Campanella. But attached to that, a goddamn asterisk. The Jeran Campanella that lied to everybody, that deceived everybody. Do you think it's worth it? Do you really, really think it's worth all that? I don't know, man. I don't know what to say. Like, it's tough. It's tough because, like I'm gonna admit, man, you taught me a lot. 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 I learned a lot from watching your shit. Now, I'm not saying I know everything, but we have other resources. Thank God we have No Longer on the Ball out there. He's got that wiki, right? We have a lot of good resources. We've got great channels out there. We don't need you anymore. We don't need you anymore. And I'm sorry to say, y'all don't need Jeran no more. If you're still in the Jeran camp, that's fine. But I'm telling you, you don't need him no more. You still have great people out there. You've got a whole bunch of good motherfuckers in here. Taboo Conspiracy 3, that's another one, right? Great dude. Freaking you've got a whole bunch, man. No Longer on the Ball, Roger Ledwell, PJ Cruikshank, Flatsoid, all of them. It's the same list of characters. Vika Drazif, Loha from Florida, right? Flat Out Truth, Terry Eicher, fucking goddamn Ghost of Judah Tribe. I could go on all day. Flat Earth Banjo. I could go on all day. Talk about these dudes. And the one common theme with them, like I said, is honesty. These dudes are coming from a place of honesty and sincerity. Jeran, you've lost. You've lost, bro. You've lost. Family, that's all I got. Be sure to tune in with the community. If you don't know, we are putting together the Antikythera mechanism. What I'm going to do is in the description box of this production, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to provide that link. Okay. At the end of this production, check it out. In there, I'm going to provide the Antikythera. Matter of fact, you know what? I ain't even going to do all that. Give me a second. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put it in here right now because I'm using my phone. That's why everything is choppy. I know there's no consistency. This here. I'm going to send to y'all this here. Okay. Brand comments. How do I put this comment in here? Private chat, cancel, post a comment. There we go. So here you go, family. Right there. I put that in there. So no, I'm not frozen. I wanted to send you guys that link. That is the link to the Antikythera Mechanism channel in Telegram. So join that. We are putting together the Antikythera mechanism, right? We just got with a meeting the other day. Everybody, oh, not everybody, but enough of us were there. And we discussed the future of the project. So get in and get in where you fit in, y'all. Get in where you fit in. Nothing but good people in there doing good things. This is for the future. This ain't for us. Ultimately, this is going to rest on our kids' shoulders and then the shoulders of everybody else after that. Okay? We're looking to change things, man. We're not here with the bullshit no more. All right? That ain't us. Leave that with the globe. That's the globe mentality. Let them do the Star Wars and games and all that bullshit. Let them have that. That's theirs. That's their reality. Let them have that. We're in the new reality. We're changing things. And so I put that in there. You guys go ahead, get in where you fit in. There's always a place for more. There's a place for good people. Get in. All right. It's good to see y'all joining. Get on in there. Get on in there. Y'all got something to bring to the table. Get on in there. I promise you. There is a place. There is room for you. All right. We've got a place for good people. And so it's right there. You get in. Get in where you fit in. Don't worry about it. So, family, that's all I got. I wanted to take a little bit of your time today. I've missed you the last couple of episodes. I missed True Work Tuesday. I've got a couple of things I'm taking care of. Either way, it's for the community. You guys are going to love the stuff that I found out. It's some pretty good stuff. Some pretty good stuff. So, hopefully I get to make it for Friday, Flat Earth Friday with you guys. But if not, that's fine. You guys will catch me on a rebound. Either way, it's something worth making sure I take the time out to properly put together to deliver to you guys, the family. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, it's not a problem. It's not a problem, man. It's always a pleasure to see you guys. And I'm glad that I got you guys, even though it's a little bit late, 9 o'clock and stuff. Or yeah, 9 o'clock at night. It's good to have you guys around, and it's good to be able to discuss with y'all. So family, I'm sorry to have to deliver such somber news today like this. And this isn't necessarily what we wanted to talk about, but these are one of those things that need to be discussed in the community, especially when we have such a major figure in the True Earth community and has the potential to bring division into the community. There is no division. We're not breaking up. If you understand the truth for what it is, you should be fine. There should be no problem. Everything I said, you should understand. And we can move forward from this, right? And there's no hard feelings. There is no hatred from me to anyone. None at all. We're here for a mission. We're here to do something for everyone, right? We're here to provide a service, and it's from a place of honesty, and there's no deception behind it. None at all. None at all. So with that, family, I wish you guys nothing but the best. I wish you guys nothing but the best. You guys have a good night. I wish you guys health, wealth, love, joy, prosperity, most of all, wisdom. Please make sure to like, sub, share this content. If you feel you got something out of it, great. If you feel I suck because my internet is bad, I'm sorry, y'all. But make sure to like, share, and sub to this. I wish you guys nothing but the best. Health, wealth, love, joy, prosperity, most of all, wisdom. And with that, family, I love you. I'm out. Peace.